Yo, 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 yo. What it do? It is RB22. We got Harry in the house. It's been a long time. Off season is finally about to be done. Season starts next week. But first, Harry, how are you doing?
Doing well. How are you? Long time no see. I know you've had quite a bit going on, so hopefully you and the family are doing well.
Yeah, no, we're good. A lot of a lot of moving objects going on around over here. So had to put the pod on hold for a little bit, but we're back. Season's about to be in session. So got the Roma kid on. Shout out Roma watching Madrid. They're 1-1 with Rayo Vallecano right now. So it's all soccer. We got scrimmages later with my son, Lone Star. Dude, it doesn't stop. It's just living, breathing, and you know what else, but just eating soccer all the time, man.
So yeah, yesterday AJ had a game, and of course here in Texas, when it's high school soccer, it's cold. so
Oh yeah, it was cold
uh,
yesterday. Yeah, yeah, we had a birthday party that we had to move indoors yesterday, last minute. But without further ado, Texas Ring of Fire episode 59. We hit 50. It seems so long ago. 9 episodes since then. But I see the Surge. I see you're wearing that Surge kit.
best team in Texas in the MLS last year, right?
Yeah, it's gonna change this season though. So you're gonna be
Is it?
shocked to
Well,
hear.
it
You're gonna
is,
be
but
shocked
not.
to hear my prediction. Yeah, maybe
It
not
is,
so
but not.
shocked.
Yeah, it's. I think there's a clear number one team in Texas, and it's not green. I'll just leave it
Yeah, we'll discuss it. So,
at that.
um, since the Surge is here, we'll go ahead and get to some Houston, and I'll let you run that down and inform us on what's going on in Houston right now, man.
So looking at Houston here, and the screenshot I'm going to show is going to be the depth chart by Backheeled. Joe Lowry does a good job through there. Key departures: teenage Habagi, who is a center back. Corey Baird, I think, is the big one. The striker up top. They did bring in Griffin Dorsey. They did bring back Sebastian Fiera for that here. I think he was on loan last year for most of the year. And then John Gregus Cinemiller, 33, a little bit dipping into the retirement pool there. But I think the big one out of there is Hector Herrera's got an injury to start the season, right? So,
Yeah, I did
oh,
see that. I did see that
forgot to
he
do
has an
this,
injury.
man.
So,
I forgot
oh,
to do this.
already.
I know you can drink, but
I
you
got
got
a
to do
game
what you
later.
did.
I got games later, so
I
it's all
don't.
good though. Cheers, man. Cheers, cheers. So yeah, Hector Herrera, man, him being out for the beginning of the season, it's not really that crucial. MLS, you're not really defined until midway season. So missing the first part of the season, getting healthy, I think that's what's important for Houston right now. Corey Baird, departure is kind of critical. So Ferreira coming back from loan. I think that if they can find a good spot for this guy, he's gonna kill it. But just not be really able to find a position for him, not being able to put him into the starting lineup. I could see why the loan helped last season, but for this season, yeah, I mean, thoughts on that?
Yeah, I like here looking at their lineup, based on, Backhill and Joe Lowry. He's got Fiera as the starter, Quinones on the left wing, Bassi on the right, uh, Herrera and Carsakilla, and I'm sorry I mispronounced that. Artur as far as the midfield.
Corsicilla. Oh man,
How about,
Carrasquilla.
huh?
You're talking about Carrasquilla, right?
Something like that, yeah. It's
Okay,
too many,
cool.
too long of a name for me.
You tried, bro.
Um,
You tried.
Escobar, Miguel. Here's another one. I'll let you pronounce this one. Savinchko and Dorsey, and then Clark as the goalkeeper. To me, solid. It doesn't scream title to me, but it does scream as a solid possible playoff team. To me, the question is, with Houston is, are they going to bring anybody in this summer window? And that's kind of some of the hard thing about doing these prediction shows is what happens at July, right? July window is when when the window pops open. So that to me that'll be interesting if Houston goes in. I know following social media a little bit of grumbling uh, on the lack of activity and who they've brought in so far. But your thoughts on the Dynamo?
So yeah, I mean, we'll get into it a little later about where we think they're going to finish, but I think the Dynamo are going to be in a, fairly good competitive race here. I think they're going to finish pretty high in the standings. I don't see why they, should struggle too much. Looking at their schedule here, running down fifth game, Austin FC. Um, I mean, those games are always going to be fun. Are these all home and away? Or how are we looking at this? Okay, I
they
see a home.
separated them home and away, so they start out February 24th against the SKC at home.
So home opener for them right away. That's always good.
Then they actually get 3 to open up at home. Sporting Kansas City, Red Bulls, Timbers on the road at the Rapids, and then home against the Earthquakes, and then they go on the road for a while. April 6th at the Fire.
Yeah, so I mean,
April
looking
13th.
here, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be right off the rip, New York Red Bulls, right after Sporting Kansas City. Two different levels of play there, in my opinion. So yeah, it's going to be good to see them early, get them exposed, and see how they look. It's going to be very telling these first early games. Portland, Colorado, who knows how good they're going to be this year, or Chicago, Minnesota. I think they're going to be good, but just running down the list, is going to be. Yeah, we'll get on all that in a minute, but yeah, I mean, running down this list, they have a fairly competitive schedule here.
The key thing is Austin FC at home
420.
April 20th. Which I think Austin will probably travel because it's a Saturday game. Following week they go up to, or probably not Dallas. Austin will travel. Following week Houston travels to Dallas. Shortly after that, they have a return trip to Austin, and the reverse is 2 weeks later for that. So you're going to have 4 matches already in Copa Tejas, and then I think they get one more, right? Yeah, the end of the year, September 21st against Austin FC. So that's the 3rd one, but I don't think they played Dallas twice, right? No. So unbalanced schedule for Copa Tejas again for Houston. 2 at Austin, one, and then 1 each at Dallas and home and away for Dallas. I
Now
personally
is decision
would
day, is that October 19th?
Yes.
Yeah. So they get Galaxy on decision day, which is
Well, their
gonna be a
end of
good
the
one.
season sucks. If you really look at it here, so you know, you know September 28th, Seattle Sounders, October 2nd is a
New
Wednesday,
England.
the Revolution. Then they get at St. Louis and then home against the Galaxy. So you could see 4 playoff teams to end the year. At least I think 4 playoff teams. Yeah, I got 4 playoff teams. I'm not sure where you have there, and even up here you got Salt Lake, Austin, Vancouver, or pardon me, Salt Lake, Los Angeles FC, LAFC, Vancouver, Austin. So their end of the season is, they better be getting some of these points early.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. I agree. And like I said, just without Ache getting exposed early in the games, it's gonna be telling. So our prediction could change, after week 3, week 4. So I mean, we'll see how
It's
it
the
turns
summer
out.
window, the summer
Yeah,
window. That's
exactly.
because I
Exactly.
think and I know we're jumping ahead here a little bit, but I think for Austin that's a big window upcoming, right? Uh, and I think I'm wondering if Houston and even FC Dallas. And with FC Dallas, it might be a little bit different with players going out. Fiera maybe going out. So moving on to Dallas, FC Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas making some interesting moves this offseason. Some inspirational moves, some would say. Some moves that are not very FC Dallas like, spending money. So, do you have that to pull up, Harry, by chance?
Yeah, I got it here. So leaving Jose Martinez, Bangondo, Quignon, Quignon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And then Yader Oberon, who got selected in the redraft, right? MLS redraft by Austin as the number 1 pick. But coming in,
Correct.
Ina Sly is a 17-year-old right winger. Omar Gonzalez, another old center back, but has great leadership.
I mean, that sounds pretty old the way you made it seem. Made him sound like a dinosaur or something.
You don't think he's a dinosaur?
I mean, how old is he?
If he was a striker, Austin would be signing him.
Got jokes.
I know he's on the wrong side of 30. I'll just leave it at that. Let me see how old he is. And then Patrick Delgado, a defensive midfielder, is on a loan deal with an option to buy from Independiente del Valle in Ecuador. He's a 20-year-old. And then probably the bigger one is Peter Musa, right? One of the biggest moves around the league here. They paid a club record fee. He's tall Croatian, but I think for him, the big thing here is it allows Jesus Ferreira to play back a little bit, and it's probably more natural position. So I think for me, Dallas is one to look out for here.
No, I agree. Dallas is going to be pretty crucial this season. That striker, that signing there, with the record fee is just, I mean, Nico Ball, right? Nico Estevez comes in. What has it been? This is the 3rd season now with the club.
How old are you?
Hey, come on now. No, I'm 30.
So Omar Gonzalez is 35. He's older than you.
That's all right. That's all right. Hey, I mean,
that's old.
if I go, if I hit the gym for a little bit, I could probably go play some USL or something. Go play for SAFC. I know they got open tryouts over there.
Dude, well, that's a whole separate discussion. I know we're not really talking SAFC, but side note, supposedly they've only got 10 or 11 in camp. They're still waiting on internationals to come in. Yeah, season kicks off March 9th. So, yeah, just look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I got 2 sprints for you, bro.
But from back heels, Joe Lowry's got Musa starting, and then left wing Fiera and Kamungo. So I really like the top 3 for the attack. Farfan, Pamukal, Aramonde, or Paul Oriola.
And Velasquez is still out with injury, huh?
Yeah. And then, to me, I guess the injury, the back line's still a concern for me. Sebastian Igabaga, love him. Former San Antonio FC player. Tafari. They have Korka as the left center back, but I've been seeing a lot of Sam Junka, and then Pass Maurer and is the goalkeeper. So goalkeepers is solid. The top, I think, is gonna Dallas should not struggle to score goals, in my opinion. But the back line is still the question for me for Dallas. I'm not sure
I mean,
FC Dallas.
Boss can only do so much, and I mean, back line is not terrible. Not like absolutely horrendous. Could be a little better, but I mean, I think they'll be okay. depends on style of play. If you're concerned about this back line, what I would do is just control the ball. Have that ball, control it, and
So the,
instead of letting the other team have possession and all that, I'd want to be a heavy possession team with my
so,
back
the,
line being a concern.
so they need Josh Wolf.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you need Wolf ball, but they got Nico ball, man. They got that Nico ball. I don't know. I like Nico Estevez. He seems like a
No,
good
he's a
coach.
good coach. Just joking. And the deal with Wolf is that he likes to pass. But no, I think
Pass back,
to
pass
me,
back, pass back, pass back.
I like the makeup of FC Dallas. This is one of the years that it seems like that they're putting some money on into the first team for that here, and we'll see if it pays off in our predictions. I have a feeling you and I are very high on them.
Yeah, and then you
Especially
got Ramendi. He's ex Madridista right there, dude. Played for Madrid for a couple seasons.
what's your feelings on Ariola?
I mean, I'm not as critical as Jose is on Ariola, but I think that, man, Ariola, he has, like, I've seen where I'm like, dang, this dude is like a baller, like really, really good. But then I can see where Jose's coming from, as in like comparing him to Rigoni, and the frustration coming at it, the inconsistency. So, I mean, if Dallas can just turn that key and get him to just be more consistent, then he's going to be good for them. But I mean, he's getting older and older. Who knows if that's going to
29.
happen? Yeah, who
29.
knows if that's going to happen? Right now should be where he's elevating, not decreasing in skill. But I guess we'll let Jose touch on that once we get him back in here. I know Jose's busy. Shout out Jose and Goals.tv.
Oh, I
Goals
did
TV.
update the. Oh well, we have to pause here. We have to have a moment of silence. I don't know if you saw uh, the YouTube preview page for it here, but I had to update and remove a team from the
RGV.
from the picture. RGV decided to fold up tent. Like I said here, I know the two fans are upset. No, just joking, but no.
Yeah. No, no.
The,
We do need to have a USL segment, soon going into that. That way we can get an idea of what happened over there, especially
we
with
did
Edson.
me and Edson did on kind of our non SAFC show, Section 114 Sports, last week, a good one-on-one with him talking about what went right, what went wrong with RGV. So I'll put that in the show notes here for that
Y'all
here.
go check that out.
Under if you're on
Harry's
Spotify or
on like
YouTube,
10 podcasts, so
not quite that many, but I'm on more than I probably should be. Looking at FC Dallas' schedule, they have a nice, prettier schedule. For that here, they kick off the 24th at home against San Jose. Then they get Club de Foot, and then they get travel to Red Bulls, home against Vancouver, away to Austin on March 30th, away to St. Louis City, Sounders, at Colorado, home against the Dynamo. Then Toronto,
yeah, yeah.
Austin,
We get it. We get
Dynamo.
it. They got a lot of games going.
Dude, dude, there's a lot of wins right here. Toronto, Austin, Houston.
That's all right, bro. I'll take the banter all day, because at the end of the day, they're going to be good games. You can't count anybody out in the MLS.
No.
So bring it on. Bring it on. Come on, Dallas. We're ready.
End
Especially
of
that
year.
I love May games. Like all that month of May. I love all those games. It's my birthday
Yeah, because
month.
weather's not super hot either. End of the
Yeah,
year,
it's true.
not so bad. They got LAFC at home, Orlando at home, two playoff teams. But then you get the Quakes away, you get Timbers away, and then you get Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah.
Much lighter end of year schedule compared to the Dynamo.
Get ready for playoffs.
For that here. So assuming healthy and along those lines here. So it'll be interesting because you know what July 20th they take the leagues break where they're off for a month, and then you have
Yeah,
one, two,
Leagues
three,
Cup.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 games left in the season. So it'll be a sprint down there. So it'll be very interesting. And here's kind of I don't necessarily like for the MLS schedule with them taking that much time off. Is you look the July window really most of your schedule is going to be before then. So that's where I think a few certain teams, even though they're expecting a big or hopefully a big July window coming in to bring in some DPs and along those lines here,
Mm.
may not pay off for this year, depending on how they start the season.
And one thing I will say about that break for us is that it will not be bad because it's extremely hot here in Texas
Yes.
from July to August. I mean, even after August to pretty much November, December, it's scorching hot, scorching temperatures. So, hey, I'll take the break. We're still going to be playing Leagues Cup. So, I mean, we'll still be playing per se, but hopefully the break does kind of help give second team players or any bench players or whatever, give them more playing time during those times and let the muscles of Driussi and all those guys heal.
So
All right,
Austin FC. So
Austin.
notable departures: Lima, Maxi. Not too big of losses.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Romania. We lost quite a few.
but O'Brien coming in. Biro, I think, is supposed to be the left back that you guys have been missing. Uh, and then to me, the one I really like, even though he's old
I don't know about
and
the left back we've been missing, but
missing. Um, and then Rubio. I like Rubio. I think he's going to do well. I
yeah,
hate the
Diego
fact
Rubio.
that I hate the fact that Austin will not bring in a young striker. They refuse to. Doesn't make any sense. But if you're going to bring out another veteran, I really do like Rubio. And according to Backfield, they expect him to start, which I think in the preseason matches so far he's been ahead of Zardes. Which I think Zardes coming off the bench could be interesting. Your thoughts on the lineups? Your thoughts on the changes with Driussi or Captain Driussi still, which I'm not exactly a fan of, but more dropping back in that attacking mid, false nine type of position.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, I hate these center backs that you have here for us. That's horrible. But I mean, I'd rather have Vicenen in there over one of them at least. And then Brian Farkalun, we picked him up in the 31st pick of the draft, and I mean, as far as I know, we haven't given him a contract yet. But if we don't give this kid a contract, we'd be dumb. I mean, seriously, like I'd kind of, I'd really be scratching my head on this one. Farkalun I believe he has 2 goals this preseason with us. He has an assist. He came in for the LA Galaxy game and just changed the whole dynamic of the entire game. He was in there for maybe 20 minutes, I think. And yeah, he really showed that he wants to be a part of this club. He wants to be a part of this system. He can be. I chat with the boys in the group chat with the Verde Bros, and we talk about 1v1s. Who really in the club can take on players and beat people 1v1 successfully. You know, be that dynamic player like that, and we don't have many of those players. O'Brien coming in, I think he's one of those players that does bring that to the table. He's somebody that can take players on the wing, beat them, cut inside, and have a shot and shoot from outside the box. Farkalun, I haven't seen him shoot from outside the box, but I've seen him take players on, which is something really impressive to see at such a young age, coming in having that kind of confidence. So he's actually a graduate, or went to school at UT, RGV out there in Rio Grande Valley. So why the club there never gave him a chance? I mean, if they did, we don't know about it. But Also, a notable signing too for the club was Mika Burton. Coming, he's 17 years old and he was playing with Efcito. It's going to be interesting to see if he gets those first team minutes. In my opinion, I see him still getting those Efcito minutes, and then like Leagues Cup, Open Cup, getting those real big minutes in those kind of competitions there. And then Brandon Ikes as a center back. That's
Yeah,
another
he
guy
just
that
signed.
I would be
Just signed,
interested
yeah.
to see, yeah, with him, what Vicenen and another, pairing. Don't know if it's Cascante or don't know if it's Hedges. Just really depends on who's ready for that battle that day. But as for the lineup, Driussi and Rigoni, I've been a big CJ advocate over here, man, and I still am. I think I think the kid is going to be like crucial. My headphones are falling out here, but he's going to be crucial here. CJ Foudry, man. What other players are going to be? Rubio, I think he's going to be the starting striker for us this season. He looks good. He's played with Sporting out there in Portugal. So
Hmm.
that kind of experience, bringing that here, uh, hey, he's been killing it in MLS. He had an off season last season. I'm not trying to be an advocate for MLS either and be like, oh, go back to 2022 season. But you can see it in preseason. The man is hungry. The man is taking his shots. He's already taken so many shots from outside the box and, didn't hit the target, but he has the confidence to actually attempt that. And that's what we haven't seen in our strikers. These strikers have to be 6 to 9 yards from the box in order to get a shot off. And that's horrible. Like I want to see these shots from 20, 30 yards out. I want to see our strikers taking those shots. I'm really, really excited for this season, man, because people are, hey, keep doubting us, right? Keep doubting us.
I'm
But people
doubting.
are, yeah, but people have us, pretty low this season, which is fair. It's understandable, but let Burrell cook the way they've been saying, because these little signings that are temporary patches, they look decent. It's not like we're just like we're gonna get them on loan and then never play them. No, these players that we're getting, it looks like we're actually gonna play them, and we are playing them so far.
You say that, but you had a young center back last year that you did not play at all. Craig, that
Yeah,
came
and
from.
that's the guy I bring up. That's the guy I bring up, that he's young. He didn't have this MLS experience. You know, Brendan
Right.
Ikes comes in. He's played
Right.
an
He's
MLS
29.
game.
Yeah.
And that's my point, is that these people that we're bringing in as patches, they seem like they're going to play and actually help the team. Right now, looking at the players that we have for our club right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, like 23 players. So we still have spots there that need to be filled. Uh, it's going to be interesting to see, but I'm excited, man. We'll get into the what we got, where we got the clubs finishing here in a minute. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm excited, bro.
So one question here for you. Um, if Austin FC gets off to a slow start, which they get Minnesota United at home to kick off the season,
Yeah,
at
tough
Seattle,
schedule to start.
home against St. Louis City, and we can't forget last year's pass back to the goal that just caused all chaos on social media. Union at Orlando City, Dallas, San Jose, at St. Louis City, Houston, Galaxy, Vancouver. You talk about a
Yeah, I
loaded
mean,
front part of the schedule.
yeah,
That's the loaded front part of the schedule.
that's it, dude. That's it.
If Wolf and Austin FC struggle at the start, do you think Austin FC makes a change, or do you think Wolf makes it through the year?
Mm, fair question.
Because
He
I
makes
think
it through the year,
this
man. The
you
guy, the
do.
guy makes it. Yeah, dude. They bought him an unlimited amount of rope, and they're just they just keep giving it to him. It's like, here you go, dude. Like, go as far as you want with it. And I mean, they're experimenting. Borrell, he has confidence in him. It is what it is, bro. At this point,
No, it
but
is
that
what
is a
it is.
loaded
100
that is a
percent.
that is a loaded front schedule there, we got to stay healthy. That's my main thing there, is staying healthy through these games. In MLS, I've learned to adapt. You got to rotate. There's no non-rotation because these aren't $3, $4, $5 million players. Every single player that is just made like a machine. These are, you know, almost human beings, right? Not the superstar athletes that you see out there.
So, and this is the reason why I kind of give some credence into what you're saying. DPs who are supposed to be elite players. DeRussi, right? I think everybody would agree he's worth the DP tag.
Yep.
Rigoni's the other one, right?
Rigoni and Ring.
To me, they are not DP level players. And
they aren't.
To me, that's the issue with Austin FC. When you look at, I think Austin FC, I think as far as roster construction, they've got a lot of average to above average players, but they don't have those 2 to 3 superstars that elevate a team. You got DeRussi, but I think we saw last year DeRussi can't do it by himself. And you've got to hope some of these young talents, whether it's Fadri, I think Rubio will help quite a bit. Wolf, can he take another steps? Danny Pereira, along those lines here. Aubry and, the kind of the difference here. So I think the top 4 are better this year than last year. But the right wing, the Rigoni, Finley, Fadri, one of those has to step up to be able to be able to balance out the pitch and be able to enhance Austin. But to me, the difference makers, whether it's defensively, offensively, outside of DeRussi, is not there. That's why I'm kind of surprised Alex Ring is back as a DP, and Rigoni, like I said here, I think if they could have moved him, they would have moved him. But
so from what I understand with Ring is that he hit a certain benchmark that he had to hit. So that's why his contract, it was automatic renewal after he hit that benchmark. So, that's on that.
But they could have still moved him. You could have traded him. But you got to have a willing
trade,
partner.
In my opinion, Ring is not a bad player. I like what Ring brings to the table as a center defensive mid, not as a center back. Not as a center back. So if Ring could be bought down to a TAM deal, that would be ideal. Rigoni, honestly, just to get him off the books would be better and ideal. I don't know how people feel about this, and I'm sure I'll get the feedback on this, but as a center back DP, one of those guys that will fight for you, be last man, that's a real dog in the back as a center back. This Gallagher playing on the right side, that's fine. Hey, I'm all for it because Gallagher can play on either side, and he's the dog. He's the dog that I wish all our back line was like. Also, Birro is fine. Komanich, he's coming back, so we got 2 options there. Komanich, I hope he comes back with some force, some momentum.
But he's had a lot of injuries, though, right?
The thing is, the thing is that we need our U22, guys to. Yeah, we need those guys to be starters. In order for it to really make sense and pay off, we need those guys to be starters. So moving on, let's get our predictions in.
Let's get them in.
All right, so
you want to start at the bottom?
We'll start at the bottom. So what we're going to do here, everybody, is we're going to go ahead and do our predictions for the season where we think each team is going to end. We got Harry, and of course, we got RB. So we'll start with the bottom 50. Who's going to be?
Are we doing East or West?
Let's do East first. I'm down with East first because we'll save the exciting part for everybody here listening. Everyone that listens is the West.
I don't think this is a shock 15th. I still got Toronto.
Okay. I got Chicago. Mine's going to be like a little I haven't been able to keep up with every club like I have in the previous season. So I'm kind of basing off of what I think from last season.
14th, I've got CF Montreal.
14th, I got DC. Got DC. We'll see how they make it. I'm watching Madrid go down 2-1 right now.
I have 13th at DC United, so we're not that far off on that one.
Okay. 13th, I got Toronto.
I got Charlotte as the 12th.
I got Charlotte as the 12th. So everybody, this Tuesday, 8 p.m., don't forget to go check out the Best Ball Draft with the North End Podcast, boys. Harry's going to be there for representing Texas Ring of Fire. And, we got to make up for last season, dude. Ending last place at the very last minute. That was horrible. Decision day. It came down to decision day for us, which was fun, though.
And there's more people this year. There's two more podcasts that have joined.
We got Phil West, and then we got the Verde Pente boys. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun this season. I'm sad I gotta miss it.
11, I got Nashville.
11, I got New England. We'll see how they do, but and Nashville, 11, sheesh. Did Honey Mukhtar leave or what?
He's about the only one there. I got Red Bull at 10.
I got Montreal at 10.
At 9, I have Chicago Fire.
I got New York City at number 9.
I have at number 8, I have Inter Messi or Outer Miami. Missing the playoffs, by the way.
I got Cincy in 8th.
Wow.
I know. I don't think Lucho can't do it by himself, man.
Number 7, because I think it was what I needed to verify this. MLS playoffs was top 7, right?
Well, it's 8 and 9 now. The wild card.
Oh, okay. So these are the play-in games. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. 8 and 9 will be. Yeah, Harry got to be proper here. So, but yeah, those are going to be the wild cards. They play each other. So 8 and 9 are interesting, and then you got your 7th and 6th that are going to be interesting also. So there we would have Miami playing Chicago, and I got Cincinnati playing New York City.
Yeah. So I do have Inter Miami making the playoffs then. The play-in game, we'll just say. Number 7, I have NYCFC.
All right, and then I got Miami at number 7.
And
Madrid didn't go down. They're still tied 1-1. A la Madrid.
6, I got the Revolution, so quite a bit of difference from you.
6, I got the Red Bulls. And everyone look at what Harry did for us. All this nice layout we got here.
5th, I have Atlanta United.
5th, I got Orlando. Felipe, shout out Felipe Martins. Got him back here.
I got the defending champions, Columbus Crew.
4th, I got Columbus Crew. Look at that, Harry. We got a few that match up.
3rd, or actually, I stand corrected. I'll just go with it. 3rd, I've got the defending supporters group winners, FC Cincinnati.
All right, I got Atlanta at 3rd.
I brought them down because they're going to lose their best player in the July window.
Who?
So,
Lucho?
no, for Atlanta.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, they should. Number
Hey, shout out to
two,
who's listening. Who's listening? Y'all leave a comment, man. Appreciate the support.
I have Orlando.
2, I got Philly. Got Philadelphia Union. Philly, man.
Which
They're gonna
scares me.
eventually win it. Eventually.
I have them as my number one team this year.
Number 1. So see, you had Nashville at 11. I got them in first.
So one of us is way wrong on that.
Way off. Way off. All right. Let's head to the West where
So
it
to
matters
the
most.
west, I've got the still coachless coming in at 14th, Minnesota United, because they still don't have a coach.
All right. I got Minnesota a lot higher than that, but San Jose. I got San Jose 14th.
I have San Jose 13th, so not that far off.
Colorado.
We're gonna throw down, aren't we?
Yeah, we're not putting. You had Colorado at first place last season, didn't you?
No, Kansas City was there.
It was Kansas City.
12. I got the Verdi.
Whoa. Hey, bro, I'll see you next week. Vancouver. I got Vancouver. Dang, the disrespect, y'all. Austin FC in 12th. Jeez.
11. I have Salt Lake City, Real Salt Lake.
11th, I got St. Louis City.
Wow.
I see them dropping off.
I see them dropping off, but not that. Or actually, I stand corrected. I didn't have them. I had Sporting Kansas City. I had Sporting Kansas City.
Come on, Harry.
And 11th.
Get it together, man. San Antonio guys.
Well, I had some. And 10, I got the Timbers. Just missing out.
10, I got SKC. And obviously, St. Louis City being in 11th is a little hopeful also.
I got my Rapids in 9 in the play-in rounds. And by the way, MLS has not confirmed the playoffs as of yet, and season kicks off on Wednesday.
Yeah, right. That's true. So that's why we're kicking that best ball on Tuesday. All right, in 9th, I got Seattle.
Dude, you're smoking crack, dude.
Hey, it's just, I'm a betting man.
Let's see here.
We got Cooper Weinstein in here. Shout out to Cooper.
8,
Still waiting on that new logo.
8, I have Real Salt Lake.
I got Portland in 8th. Notice how I haven't said Austin yet. Who you got in 7th? Or is it 8th? 7th.
I have Vancouver.
I got Austin, 7th place.
Dude, I'm surprised you didn't have them higher.
I'm not smoking crack, dude.
You are.
6th.
I got LA Galaxy making a comeback.
All right. I got RSL, 6th place. We have none that agree here so far. 5th place.
Well, 5th can't match because you got them way down in 11th. I do think St. Louis City comes back from being number 1 in the West to number 5.
All right. Got Minnesota. I think that the coach is not going to be that big of an issue.
Says a coach.
Hey. 4th.
4, I got the Dynamo.
Okay, so we do agree somewhere. We agree here with Houston. 3rd?
3rd, I got the Sounders.
Doubt it. But they got that in their DNA, so it's possible. Galaxy got the Galaxy here in third. Second,
Two, I have FC Dallas.
so yeah, so 2-1, we both agree. Dallas and LAFC. So there you
Okay.
have it, guys. I mean, LA, FC Dallas, Houston, Galaxy, all those teams making the playoffs for us in the West. And then who we got here in the East? We got Philly making it. We got Atlanta, Columbus Crew, Orlando, and Miami and Cincinnati. All those clubs making it, which is very possible. It's going to
So
be interesting to see.
here's a question: is the West a little bit more top heavy with as far as LA, Dallas, Houston, and then you got the kind of that you know third through. I think you could go all the way down to 11th, 12th, where it's picking names out of a hat. For the
Yeah, I
West.
mean, I think it's been that way. That's why people say the East is stronger than the West, which, I mean, here it's kind of obvious. You can see it. You can see how strong the East really is. Didn't matter who you play, it'd be a good game. Over here in the West, you're kind of like, all right, that's an easy game for them. That should be an easy game for them. So I can see it definitely.
So that was that's our predictions. We'll see if we can get this uploaded and maybe even just see if we can put this link out here for the predictions here. Maybe see if we can get Jose on his 50,000 shows that he does. Get
Yeah.
his added to the mix here. But I like my LAFC Philadelphia Union. I'm laughing at your Nashville pick as number one, but of course, who knows?
It's all right. That's what I got you for, man. I
And
got
then
you to hate.
well, that's why I have Austin. I don't have them. Initially, when I did it, I had them 13, 14.
Well,
And
I
I was like, well,
appreciate you thinking about
let's.
my feelings, Harry.
I was like, but Minnesota doesn't have a coach. They haven't brought in anybody. They've got one good player. And then the rest of the roster, well, we got Dane St. Clair through there, and San Jose losing Cade. We'll have to kind of talk uniforms next. The kits came out, especially with the.
We got 10 minutes still. I'm down.
Let's see if we can pull that up.
So Austin, they had their release kit party, and it was initially supposed to be where you go pick up your ticket or whatever. They had these passes, these neck passes that you had to wear. So everyone was going to pick them up. You got a certain email trying to sign up on that. I know you got to bring me on for that. But anyways, it was they had their release party, and people were going to pick up all their tickets and all that. And then finally, they came out with saying that it was open to the public. Whoever showed up first could get it. Oh man, people were mad. People were mad because I almost actually took the time out of my day to go to Q2 and pick up that pass. Realized I had practice at the same time that the party was happening, so I wasn't going to be able to make it. But if I would have drove to Q2 on my own personal time and realized that I didn't even have to, I would have been a little upset myself. So that
Your thoughts on the cost of the kits?
it's ridiculous. I mean, I could get a knockoff brand for cheaper and then get an actual authentic Real Madrid kit for the same price. And I don't like to sound like I'm hating on my players, but world class players from Madrid, like Vinicius Jr. or Jude Bellingham, actual worth the $190 with the name on it, authenticized. You pulling up the kits or what?
Yeah.
All right, because I honestly have not seen the Houston kit. I saw the Dallas kit. I like the Dallas kit. The Dallas kit was pretty good. But here we got Coop Cooper Weinstein said, "Dang, called out. I've been swamped with work, dude." So he was gonna make us a new logo for Text Ring of Fire. He's hating on my logo. He said I look like I did it with my 3-year-old. So I was like, I don't have a 3-year-old. He's like, can't tell.
You could have
But
just
he's
blamed
like,
me, dude, being old, geezer level.
so here's
So,
the kit, Austin FC kit,
so
armadillo kit, what they call it.
is it white or cream? Like,
It's
what's
like
the
a
actual
cream.
color?
It's like a vanilla cream color. Honestly, at first I didn't like it, but seeing it with the green shorts and the full kit and all that, it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty dope. I gotta get me one.
I do like the Dallas kit, the Afterburner kit.
Yeah.
A lot of Dallas people don't because they say it isn't the reflection of their team. Where it's kind of got a lot of that purple kind of in the middle of it here.
They don't like
But
purple or what?
I don't. I like it. I like I said here. I
I've
think
been wanting a purple kit for Austin. Having a purple kit, not completely purple, but some kind of purple with the green
well, you went in
Austin
purple.
FC
There you
logo.
go.
There's Houston with their purple kit.
Purple kit. I don't like it. It's not. The kit should be something that identifies
Oh,
with.
bro, I get it. It's lean. It's supposed to be lean for still holding kit. Southside still holding. All the Houston rap. No, don't know it. Dang, my bad. I
Well,
kind of
no.
exposed myself a little there.
I just don't let. I don't let. For a
Don't like it.
brand, I don't
I
like
like
it.
it.
I just.
I like it. I see what they're trying to do. They're
But
putting the Houston rappers in it.
I guess here's my issue with it, and this is probably just a pet peeve of mine. If you swatched out this kit and put an FC Cincinnati logo or an Orlando logo on there, would you see any difference? It's
I mean, the
to me it's
orange.
Cincinnati's orange. You just put all it is
I
just the
guess.
badge, and through there's nothing. And I understand the idea what you're talking about, but it doesn't. To me, it's a stock kit. There's they played it safe. I don't mind the color. I just for me it doesn't it doesn't do it.
I swear, those guys, man, that are holding, throwing up the H, they look like they literally just learned. They're like,
It's not it's
uh,
not it's not a bad kit, but it just
no, it's not.
to me I think Dallas won the kit.
Dallas, yeah, but I like the Austin FC kit. Seeing it more, I like it more than the mint kit. I tell you that much. The mint kit, I hated it. Oh, I hated that kit so much. So ugly. But this one's okay. I dig it. Let's see if my dog could give me one. Maybe after a game.
And then just because San Antonio hasn't came out with their kit, but El Paso has. Nice white T-shirt, El Paso.
Sarcasm, or is it really nice? I mean, I can't tell on that
No,
one.
it's right there. That's their
Okay,
kit. That is the kit they came out with.
yeah.
It's got a blue collar. It's got the Hummel here. It's got the little badge in the middle. It's got Southwest Universities.
I mean, it's
5
simple.
patches. Got the
Yeah.
Mountain Star logo, but it's a white T-shirt.
So you hate it.
I wouldn't pay money for it. Not that I'm a local
He hates
fan,
it,
but
guys. I targeted it. He does not like it. Man. All right. Well, we got kickoffs next week. We finally kicking off the 2024 season. MLS will finally be here. We're still gonna keep, knock down a specific day we're gonna hop on. We're shooting for Sundays now. Trying to do Sundays the day after the game, which is gonna be fresh. Be pretty cool to do like a morning show, like as soon as everyone's waking up, drinking their coffee, whatever, It's like, and then we can have call-ins. People hop on the stream and start talking whatever start talking all their mess. Kind of like We Are Austin does the reaction, but the 24-hour rule where you do it the next day. But yeah, guys, so that's all I got here from Austin. From San Antonio, you got anything else, Harry?
No, I can't believe you put Nashville as number 1 in the East. I really can't.
Hey, I can't believe you put them at number 11. Like, what is that? Number 11, dude. They have MVP caliber player, and then same for 12 in the West.
Well, you did the same thing for St. Louis City.
Who's MVP over there? Who was?
You
talking about Klaus?
You just don't like Midwest teams. Just admit it.
I mean, if that's where they're from, it's nothing to do with with me not liking Midwest. But that's it from episode 59. We'll see y'all next week. And shout out to everyone that was here. Please subscribe, rate, review, follow us on Twitter, Instagram. And we do go live on YouTube if you're not watching us. So go to YouTube, check out Texas Ring of Fire. I'm your host, RB22. Harry, I'll see you next week, bro.
Peace out. See ya.
Later.